Welcome. This is the wisdom of the Avadhut Gita. Ramana Maharshi was widely regarded to exemplify its teachings. Listen, reflect, and deeply meditate. Know yourself. This is Richard Clarke. Today I'll read from and comment on Chapter 3 of the Avadhut Gita, verses 1 and 2, on the worship or focus on the true self. And I'll provide an inquiry for each verse to deepen your experience. Verse 1. How shall I worship that great Atman, which is neither personal nor impersonal, taintless, above love and aversion, uncreated, all pervasive, of the form of the universe, having no attributes, yet not attributeless, that all bliss, Shiva, myself. Verse 2. How shall I bow down to mine own self, in my own self, and by myself? I have no colors, white or yellow. Eternal Shiva am I. Verse 1. How shall I worship that great Atman, which is neither personal nor impersonal, taintless, above love and aversion, uncreated, all pervasive, of the form of the universe, having no attributes, yet not attributeless, that all bliss, Shiva, myself. In this verse, the Avadhut is grappling with the paradoxical nature of the self, Atman, and how to worship what is formless. Worship here means to focus your attention on. Ramana Maharshi's teachings centered on self-inquiry as the means to realize your true nature. This verse highlights several key aspects of the true self, Atman. Neither personal nor impersonal. The self transcends the duality of personal and impersonal. Self-inquiry leads you to recognize the source of I beyond personal identity. What is this within yourself? Above love and aversion. The true self is beyond attachment and aversion, and self-inquiry helps dissolve these attachments by uncovering the unchanging self. What is beyond both attachment and aversion within yourself? Of the form of the universe. Ramana emphasized that the self is immanent in all forms. Self-inquiry helps you to understand your identity with the universe. Are you and the universe two different things? Or are you just one? Having no attributes, yet not attributeless. The formless has no attributes. It cannot be said to be big or small, for example. The self is not attributeless, though. It has the attribute of knowing. What is formless and always knowing within you? So inquire, how can I go beyond the personal and impersonal to experience the attributeless, yet not attributeless nature of the self? The self has the attribute of knowing. What is the source of this knowing within you? Verse 2, how shall I bow down to mine own self, in my own self, and by myself? I have no colors, white or yellow. Eternal Shiva am I. This verse underscores the futility of external rituals and the necessity of recognizing the self within. Ramana Maharshi encouraged seekers to look inward and realize their essential nature as the eternal self. Bow down to my own self, in my own self. Ramana emphasized self-inquiry as the way to bow down, to worship, to focus your attention on the true self within, transcending external rituals. What do rituals have to do with your formless self? I have no colors, white or yellow. Eternal Shiva am I. The self is beyond any attributes or distinctions. Self-inquiry helps you experience this attributeless nature. What within you just is and cannot be named. So inquire, who is the I that needs to bow down, and to whom? So inquire, know yourself, and be always free and at peace. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this Ramana Maharshi video, subscribe, like, and send me a comment.